Welcome to Zaleski Sports for the Auto Select pregame show. Tonight is non-conference volleyball play between the Eau Claire Memorial Old Apes, who are hosting the Panthers of Stevens Point. This is the Auto Select pregame show, and the starting lineups are brought to you by Associated Bank, where in every market they serve, Associated Bank is committed to uplifting colleagues, customers, and communities to be stronger. The Old Apes come in today 8-9 with an 0-1 record in conference play, while the SPASH Panthers are 14-3 overall and 1-0 in conference play. Looking at the starting lineups for today for SPASH, they're sending out Olivia Kobach, Katie Kornowski, Nora Kruger, Maddie Harris, Carly Torhorst, and Leah Awe. The libero for the Panthers is Lena Mayer. And for Eau Claire Memorial, their starters will be Sophie Topper, Kaylee Gunderson, Cora Graham, Marley Ferguson, Addison Schroeder, Nora Kling, with the libero being Lindsay Durkop. Players to watch today for SPASH. One of the top 10 assist leaders in the state is Katie Kornowski. She has 392 coming into today. Leads the team in that stat, obviously. And leading the way in kills for SPASH is Nora Kruger, who has 150 on the year. Player to watch for Eau Claire Memorial is Kaylee Gunderson, the kill leader for the Old Apes. She also leads the team in aces with 17. This was the Auto Select pregame show. We'll have a quick word from them, and we'll be back in just a bit. A little after 7 will be the start of this non-conference volleyball match between SPASH and Eau Claire Memorial.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust in Stevens Point, Plover, and in Weston. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Be ready for your season with Play It Again Sports of Eau Claire. Play It Again Sports is just down the road, south of the 5393 intersection in Eau Claire. Just tell them you saw this commercial on Zaleski Sports and get $5 off any $50 order and $10 when you spend $100. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade, and be ready for your season.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfeind Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Ski's Meat Market is your locally owned premier meat market filled with so many delicious favorites featuring hundreds of varieties of bratwurst, chicken, pork, steak, and so much more. No matter what you're looking for, everything you'll find at Ski's Meat Market is always fresh with so many local gems including pizzas, salsas, deli meats, and a variety of homemade dips, pasta salads, veggies, loaded baked potatoes, and drinks. Ski's is a one-stop shop for all your culinary needs. They're always adding new flavors and specialty products Ski's Meat Market on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Their quality is worth the stop.
Hi, and welcome to Balanced Health by Dana. My name is Dana Besson, nurse practitioner for over 18 years, and I am here to help you achieve optimal health. Do you struggle with anxiety, unexplained weight gain, brain fog, joint aches or pains? I specialize in bioidentical hormone replacement therapy to help restore balance and achieve your overall well-being. Call or text me today. I offer free consultations. I offer in-person visits as well as virtual visits from wherever you are. Take the first step to feeling your best and call me today.
Welcome back to the Eagles Nest, home of the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes, as they host Stevens Point in non-conference volleyball. Good evening, my name is Dan Lau on play-by-play tonight. Joined by Dom Millay, my producer. These two have already met this year, actually, at a tournament. Stevens Point won 2 sets to none. Stevens Point having quite the start to the year. 14-3. Amazing that these two teams have already played 17 games. Each have had a couple tournaments already. And conference play is really just starting. Each team only with one conference matchup so far. They do have a common opponent. Both have played Chippewa Falls. Eau Claire Memorial lost to Chippewa Falls. That's their one conference game, while Stevens Point beat Chippewa Falls 3-1 earlier in the year. Mancino's Grinders and Pizza has been a family tradition for almost 30 years. For the best hot sandwich in town, grab a grinder. Order online for takeout and delivery at mancinoseauclair.com. Mancino's Grinders and Pizzas, locally owned and operated, conveniently located on Brackett Avenue near Memorial High School. We'll have the national anthem and starting lineups here in just a moment. Turns out it's staff appreciation night. So I'm guessing each player will come out with a staff member of their choice. Someone who's influenced them. Did I spy Dave Sparger? I do. He was chosen. Here I thought he was retired. Thank you all for joining us this evening on Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. I believe on Thursday we'll be covering Eau Claire Memorial as well. That will be Bob Bradovich on the call as they host River Falls this Thursday. Also, we'll be broadcasting Stevens Point as they host Wausau West. Mike Wendland calling that game. Both games are 7 o'clock starts on Thursday, so look out for that one. And we have Eau Claire Memorial football on Friday. Crosstown rivalry game. They host Eau Claire North. For SPASH, they're ranked number 19 in our D1 poll, and they have a big game. They host number 2 Hudson. I was in charge of their Hard Knocks last year, and those two had a great game. Hudson versus SPASH. That was over in Hudson. It was a good football game at a cool stadium, and that should be a fun one to watch. on Friday. Looks like we have 9 games on our network tonight. 7 volleyball, 2 boys soccer.
Number 14, Nora Klink, and number 50, Grace Gerber. Mr. Logan Benton.
And the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes, recognizing
To our teachers,
staff members that they appreciate.
your patience, your encouragement, and your passion. You don't just teach lessons, you teach how your students, you teach students how to think, how to care, and how to grow.
Eau Claire comes in, coached by Juliana Nichols. Meanwhile, Stevens Point,
Everything you do, and it makes
Mackenzie Kyle under the helm for the Panthers.
a difference in your students' lives.
This should be a fun matchup between Big Rivers and Wisconsin Valley teams. These two typically have some good games in girls basketball as well. I think they've been, at least the last few years, I know they've played each other in a non-conference game. I think it's gone both ways as to who's taken the win. And we'll turn over to the national anthem.
Move your hats and place your hand over your heart for the playing of the national anthem.
And they will announce the starting lineups. We'll go over them again in case you weren't joining us earlier for the Auto Select pregame show. Looking at the SPASH Panthers, Olivia Kobach, Katie Kornowski, Nora Kruger, Maddie Harris, Carly Torhorst, Leah Awe round out the starters, while Lena Mayer is the libero for SPASH. They are in the white uniforms with black shorts, and the libero in black.
Wearing number 4, Nora Kruger. Senior, wearing number 6, Maddie Harris.
Looking at Eau Claire Memorial, their starters are Sophie Topper, Kaylee Gunderson, Cora Graham, Marley Ferguson, Addison Schroeder, and Nora Kling.
Leah Alley.
The libero is Lindsay Durkop.
And Blake Libero, a junior, wearing
They are in the white uniforms with black shorts, the libero in purple.
Here's your starting lineup for the Eau Claire Memorial Ole.
Eau Claire Memorial comes in tonight 8-9, 0-1 in conference play, while SPASH is 14-3, 1-0 in conference play. Memorial went 1-3 on the weekend in a tournament.
Wearing number 8, Marley Ferguson. Freshman, wearing number 12, Addison Schroeder.
In the Chippewa Valley, collectors know where to go. Slab Factory in Eau Claire. Pokemon cards, sports cards, buying, selling, or trading, it's the place where hobby comes alive. Swing in today and discover something new only at Slab Factory, located at 2527 Claremont.
And officials in tonight's contest are Terry Backel, Dan McCann, and linesmen are Rick Crawford and Jeff.
And the teams converge to greet one another. We're about to start this one for Tuesday night volleyball action here at the Eagles Nest. Thanks to your game day sponsor, Oakwood Bank in Augusta and Eau Claire. Proud to support local student athletes. That's Oakwood Bank in Augusta and Eau Claire. And back to get this one going is Katie Kornowski. She has 29 aces on the year. And we're underway here in Eau Claire Memorial. Line drive to the corner. And that was slammed by Ferguson. Too hot to handle by SPASH. Point Eau Claire Memorial. Serving for the Old Abes, Kaylee Gunderson. And a big block up front from Stevens Point. Kornowski. And a push to the corner. Kornowski. And that's received. Nice dig there from Mayer, and point to SPASH. Tied up at 1 as Nora Kruger heads back to serve. She has 41 aces on the season. And that's a sinker, that's an ace for Nora Kruger. She now has an ace and a kill tonight. And Chloe Zhang was unable to get a hold of that one. That's another ace. Kruger lays down a few dribbles and serves once again to the back corner. Zhang. And in the net on that attempt by Ferguson. 4-1 Stevens Point. Schroeder. And that's too long by Nora Kling. Back for another serve, the 6th in a row for Kruger. And some miscommunication there by the Old Abes. SPASH now ahead 6-1. Chloe Zhang is out, and in is Kaylee Gunderson. Schroeder fooled the Panthers there as she dips it over the net. Point Memorial. And back to serve is the libero, Lindsay Durkop. The senior for the Old Abes. Kornowski ranged over to get that one. Schroeder sets it up. And a kill by Nora Kling. She has 47 of those on the season. Of course, a fantastic multi-sport athlete in each season for Eau Claire Memorial. That one gets just over the net. The Durkop serve. And pushed over, out of bounds. Point for Memorial. Durkop serves. Kruger gets it over. Schroeder sets it up. That's partially blocked. And too long on the attempt by Maddie Harris. Out of bounds. It's now 6-5. The Dahl family of vehicles has been earning 5-star reviews since 1911. Now we'd like to earn your 5-star review at their new Dahl Honda and Dahl Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealerships in Stevens Point. Learn more online at dahlauto.com. That was a couple all-out attempts by the old Abes there, but they weren't able to keep the ball from touching the floor. It's now 7-5. As back to serve is the libero, Lena Mayer. She has 40 aces on the year. And that's an ace for Mayer. Maybe they won't give her an ace. Hasn't popped up on the scoreboard yet. And that's out of bounds. The Ferguson attempt. It's now 9-5. And that one just gets over. I would call that an ace for sure. And they do rule that one. Gunderson was unable to corral that. And a knuckleball in the corner. Ace for Lena Mayer. And a timeout called. This game's brought to you by Hoff Favor Realty. You're watching high school volleyball on Zaleski Sports.
At R&R Flooring and Furniture, we sell products that look good and products that last.
You want a great selection at a great price and a company that stands behind their products? You will find Wolfcraft, Ashley, Marshfield Furniture, and more.
Looking to get the best sleep of your life? We have a mattress for you. Get a 15-year non-paraded hybrid mattress for only 25 cents a night, and we also carry adjustable beds. When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses, it's easy. Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
Welcome back to Eau Claire Memorial. This game's brought to you by Balanced Health by Dana. Do you struggle with brain fog, insomnia, anxiety, or unexplained weight gain? Contact Dana Besson to achieve your optimal health. Balanced Health specializes in hormone replacement therapy and medical weight loss programs tailored to your unique needs. Take the first step by feeling your best. Go to balancedhealthbydana.com. The call today for a free consultation. Kornowski sets it up and blocked at the net. That was that was Torhorst's attempt. Torhorst once again. Nice dive there by Durkop. And it falls shy of the net. Point to SPASH, 12-5. They've gone on a couple long runs, and that's the difference so far early in this one. 7-point advantage for Stevens Point. And what a spike there by Harris. Torhorst pushes it to the corner. Durkop over to Kling, who punches it over. Schroeder. And that's too long. Marley Ferguson. And back again is Lena Mayer. She's got 2 assists, or 2 aces on the night. That one floats over. Kling to Schroeder. And what a kill! That is Maddie Harris. She has 92 kills on the season. That was her first of the night. Kornowski over to Harris. And that dive attempt, unsuccessful. Another kill for Harris. Point to SPASH. Looks like it's Hawaiian night here at the Eagles Nest. Memorial Soccer underway as well. I'm not sure who they're playing. But it's a pretty busy night here at Eau Claire Memorial. And that's punched over by Schroeder. Kornowski sets it to Awe with the kill. Chong receives that, pushed over by Kling. And that attempt there by Marley Ferguson falls short of the net. It's on a 17-5. Timeout called by Eau Claire Memorial. Volleyball is brought to you by Hoff Favor Realty. We'll be right back on Selesky Sports.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Welcome back to Eau Claire Memorial. For all your tire and auto service needs, look to Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Great deals on tires that fit your needs is a sure thing to get back on the road. That's Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. And that's another ace for Lena Mayer. What a run she is on. Now 18-5. This is 12 or so in a row, I believe. And Mayer corrals that. Kornowski over and blocked. Kling sets it up to Schroeder. Back to Kling and down for the point. A much needed one for the Old Abes. Grace Gerber in, as well as Ella Stopey. She has 70 assists on the year, Stopey, and she serves that one over. Kornowski sets up Awe, and point to the Panthers. Coming in for them will be Addie Pesky. Big attempt there by Kling is corralled. Stopey over to Kling. And that attempt by Kruger is long. Eau Claire Memorial gets the point. Kling is out, and coming in to serve is Lauren Redwine. That one twirls over the net. Kornowski tips it over herself. Now 20-7. That was Torhorst serving. And that attempt by Toppers out of bounds. Another point to the Panthers. Durkop saves that one. Over to Kruger. Stopey. Gunderson was blocked out of the net by Awe. And into the net. Another point to the Panthers. Torhorst serves it long. Now 22-8. That just gets over the net. Kornowski to Kruger. Off the hands of Stopey. Point Panthers. Serving for SPASH will be Kendall Wojtasek. And that falls down, 24-8. Wojtasek back to serve, the junior for the Panthers. A left-handed serve. And nice kill there by Kaylee Gunderson. She leads the Old Abes in that category. Now 24-9. In is Addison Schroeder to serve. And the Kruger kill ends the first set. SPASH takes it 24-9. This volleyball game is brought to you by Hoff Favor Realty. We'll be back with the second set after a word from our sponsors.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
My grandparents worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. At no point did I feel like I wasn't being handled by professionals. They were literally taking it on a surgical level, it seemed. Like they were very, very thorough on every step. I feel like Infinity treated my family with the same respect they would have treated their own. I feel like my house is brand new again.
Hello, Wisconsin. Felt's Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun, Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Feltz Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Feltz Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
And the most important of those things is to have the ability to do things and treat patients in such a way that you're, that you're able to do things in such a way that you're controlling the decisions that are made, and you have that ability to change things when you feel like they're not the best things for you or for your patients, and that's really important.
Looking for a place where everyone feels at home? Welcome to Point Brewery, your family-friendly tap room with something for everyone. From a wide variety of local brews to classic Point sodas for the kids, we've got the perfect pour for everyone. Craving a bite? We've got hot, cheesy Portesi pizzas ready when you are. Whether you're hanging out inside or soaking up the sun in our outdoor beer garden, there's space to unwind. Planning a celebration? Reserve our private event room and make it a gathering to remember.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports. Now serving for Eau Claire Memorial is Addison Schroeder. And a big hit there by Kaylee Gunderson. And congratulations to her. She recently committed to Whitewater to play volleyball. Always cool to see athletes take it to the next level after high school. I was very glad I did. It was a lot of fun to play after high school. That was hit long. Another point over to Eau Claire Memorial. Kornowski sets it up. And nice dig there by Durkop. Durkop bumps it over. Long volley here going on. And that gets through 3 Old Abes and finds the floor. Whether you're buying or selling, turn to the Jesperson Group at C21 Affiliated. They have a pulse on the local real estate market and can help you with both existing homes and new builds, and can help you through each step of the process, making the home buying, selling process simple, not stressful. That's what you get with Jesperson Group at C21 Affiliated. Kornowski serving for the Panthers. And that's long. As I said in the pregame show, she's number 9 in the state, according to Max Preps. And that's across all divisions. She came in today with 392 assists, 9th in the state. And number 1 is here in Eau Claire at Regis. It's on 3-3. Back to serve is Kaylee Gunderson. And that clips the net. Kornowski over to Kruger. Long point to the Old Abes. To recap the first set, SPASH went on a couple long runs that helped them defeat Memorial 25-9. They're up 1-0. Kornowski to Kruger. That's tipped over. Kling with the big kill. Kling's height helping her here in volleyball, but of course a basketball star as well. Fun athlete to watch for the Old Abes, and that drops in there for the ace by Kaylee Gunderson. Kornowski sets it over, and the kill belongs to Maddie Harris. That was her 4th of the evening. Nora Kruger back to serve. She was a part of one of those long runs in the first set. Schroeder sets it up, and the kill by Marley Ferguson. Cora Graham came out and Chloe Zhang in for Eau Claire Memorial. That serve is wide. Point to SPASH. And the Old Abes aren't happy to see Lena Mayer up to serve. She went on a very lengthy run. Back in the first set. Kling tips it over. Awe. Schroeder over to Kling. And that's blocked by Awe. And that's off the fingertips of a Panther. Point to Eau Claire Memorial. Now 8-5. As Gerber and Stopey, in for the Old Abes. Stopey serving. Kornowski over to Harris. Durkop sets it up for Kling. And the diving attempt by Kruger. Unsuccessful. Point to Eau Claire Memorial. Keep your home and valuables safe with SOS Security in Eau Claire. Protect against intruders, fires, water, and more. For every room, every door, and every window, place your trust in SOS Security. That ball finds the floor. Off the Torhorst kill. Point to SPASH. And now serving is Addie Pesky. Stopey over to Kling, who finds the close corner. Gunderson and Redwine in, and Redwine will serve. And that was out of bounds. Point to Stevens Point. Topper hits it over. Kornowski sets it up to Kruger. Point to the Panthers. Torhorst sends it over. Nearly no one came over for that. And there's some miscommunication. Now 10-9 in favor of Eau Claire Memorial. Torhorst with the serve. And a big kill there from Gunderson. Cora Graham back in for Memorial in place of Durkop. And that lands in. That's an ace from Topper. Kornowski over to Kruger. And Gerber sent it long. Back to serve for Stevens Point is Wojtasek. Gives it a couple dribbles and line drive over the net. Stopey over to Gunderson. And that's a point for the Old Abes. As Ferguson and Schroeder check back in, it'll be Schroeder serving. Mayer over to Kruger. Kornowski to Kruger. And nice tip over by Kaylee Gunderson. Schroeder with the cross court assist and timeout. Stevens Point. Old Abes are up 14-10 on the Panthers. This game's brought to you by Hoff Favor Realty.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Dahl Auto. Simple.
For the best food in town, look no further than Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. This locally owned, 50s-themed diner loves to support their community while providing a full menu of breakfast and lunch options, along with all-day breakfasts and Friday fish fry. Enjoy a fun, family atmosphere with delicious meals made from scratch, including skillets and tasty burgers. Dine in or take out is welcome, Mondays through Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Treat yourself to a mouth-watering experience at the Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point.
Back here at Eau Claire Memorial, they lead at Stevens Point 14-10 in the second set. Addison Schroeder is back to serve. And pushed over by Mayer. And a kill from Gunderson. HS Fence specializes in chain link, vinyl, wood, and ornamental fencing. They've been providing commercial and residential fencing to the people of Wisconsin for the last 18 years. Contact them today in Fall Creek or at hsfencewi.com. Durkop with the dig. Push shot over Kornowski to Torhorst and saved. That falls shy of the net, 15-11. As Kornowski will head back to serve. The senior setter. And that finds its way over the net. Ferguson gets the point. As Kling checks back in. Kaylee Gunderson back to serve. And that falls out of bounds. Point for the Old Abes. Much better second set from them. They've limited Stevens Point from having too many opportunities to go on any runs. That heads out of bounds at 17-12. Kruger will serve for the Panthers. And it's long. That clips the top of the net. And a block up front. And the point goes to the Old Abes. Nice block from Marley Ferguson. Durkop back to serve. 19-12. Eau Claire Memorial. And that lands in between a couple of Panthers. Looked like Mayer and Kruger both thought about going for it, then thought, hey, it's going to go out of bounds, and it barely landed in. Now an 8-point advantage for the Old Abes. Kornowski sets it to, and that's out of bounds on that attempt by Maddie Harris. Another timeout called by the Panthers. We'll take one as well. You're watching high school volleyball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Hoffman.
At Ridgestop Exteriors, we're more than your average home improvement company. We're your neighbors, and for over 20 years, we've been trusted and proudly serving right here in your community. Customer service is our #1 goal. Call now for your free estimate.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Back here in Eau Claire Memorial, they are up 21-12 in the second set. And serving is Durkop. And point to the Old Abes. Again, these two met earlier this season in a tournament where SPASH won 2-0. And that's a big kill from the Panthers. Mayer with the serve, corralled by Zhang. Kling with the attempt, and that's blocked by Awe and Harris. Zhang over to Schroeder. And Ferguson. Gerber and Stopey in. Stopey to serve. That one clips the net, lands in. Kornowski set up Harris, and that hit out of bounds. It's on 23-15. Gerber, Kornowski sets it up to Torhorst. That little tip shot finds the floor. SPASH isn't going away just yet here in the second set. Addie Pesky serving. It's a knuckler to the corner. Gerber blocked by Kornowski, who gets the point. Pesky serve drops in. And Kling with the kill. The Old Abes just 1 point away from taking set 2. Gunderson and Redwine into the game. Redwine back to serve. That drops in there. Kornowski over to Torhorst. That finds the floor. Now 24-18. Torhorst serving for the Panthers. Durkop. Stopey throws over herself. Stopey over. Awe. In! Gerber hitting it over to take set 2. Old Abe's 25, SPASH 18. We have set 3 coming up after a word from our sponsors. This game's brought to you by Hoff Favor Realty.
Excuse me, is this carpet stain resistant?
No, doesn't seem like it is. Sorry.
For advice from real flooring experts and huge savings on stain-resistant flooring, visit Carpet One. Carpet One Floor and Home. Right now at your local Carpet One, you can get help from our flooring experts while saving big and enjoying special financing on beautiful floors for your home. Come see us today.
Mega Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Mega Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at MedaCustom.com.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're gonna get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Here we are back at Eau Claire Memorial. Again, we have 9 games going on our network this evening. Over in Loyal, they're up 1-0 on Greenwood. Edgar up 2-0 on Stratford. Columbus Catholic and Owen Withy early in that one. In boys soccer, Lourdes Academy up on Amherst. DC Everest up on Marshfield. Marathon beating Newman Catholic 1-0. Pacelli is leading Tri-County 1-0. And Chi High is up 2-0 on Wisconsin Rapids. To recap, Stevens Point went on some lengthy runs to give them the victory in set 1, 25-9. And Eau Claire Memorial doing a much better job in set 2. They won 25-18. We're underway here in set 3, each team with 1 apiece. And hit to the far corner. Old Abe starting off hot 1-0. They played a very good second set. Couple good saves there by Memorial. And in the net is the call. Cora Graham. And he'll be tied up at 1. As Nora Kruger steps back to serve. Call the Dahlman Insurance Agency today for a home, auto, and business coverage from Penn National Insurance Company. Dahlman Insurance, come for the rates, stay for the service. Kling's attempt is long. Security Financial Bank, whether you are a starting business, buying your first home, or saving for college, SFB are the bankers who believe in you. Learn more today at sfbank.com, member of the FDIC. That served by Kruger went long. Point to the Old Abes. Durkop back to serve for Memorial. And that finds the floor. Ace by Durkop. And a block up front from Ferguson. Durkop over, and that falls short of the net. We're tied up at 3. Lenham there, the libero for the Panthers, back to serve. That clips the net, heads over, Schroeder. And a kill by Ferguson with a big spike into the wall of Awe and Kornowski. Kornowski over to, and that tip is good by Maddie Harris. She exits, Addie Pesky comes in to serve. All tied up at 4. Barely gets over. Kornowski sets up Torhorst, blocked by Gerber. Kruger ranges in there for a big spike, and it's blocked. That one twirls over the net. Stopey over to Kling, punched into the corner, long. Pesky serves, it twirls over. Stopey to Kling, point Old Abe's. Redwine back to serve. And that just barely gets over. Ace for Redwine. Awe blocked. And thrown over there by Gunderson. Nice turnaround from the Old Abes. Kind of felt like this one might be all SPASH, as they had such a good first set. But Eau Claire Memorial's really turned it around. Stopey over to Gerber, blocked by Torhorst, and a point to the Panthers. And Torhorst will serve. Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust. And that finds the floor. That was Topper. Kornowski over to Kruger. And that's a point to the Panthers. Back and forth, third set here. Slim advantage to Old Abe, 8-7. And big spike from Kobach. Dive by Durkop. Torhorst, Kornowski, Kruger. And Redwine ranges over to save it. And Gunderson's attempt into the net. Stevens Point with the lead now. Wojtasic back to serve. Line drive. Stopey over to Gunderson, and that's long by a hair. 10-8, Stevens Point. And into the net. Mayer and Awe in for the Panthers. Addison Schroeder back to serve for the Old Abes. Kruger, Kornowski, Kruger. Point to the Panthers. That was Kruger's 6th kill of the night. Kornowski back to serve. To the far corner. Mayer over to Kruger. And what a save there by Schroeder. I thought for sure hit the floor. Kruger again. Schroeder, Durkop. And that's hit over by Kornowski. I have good saves. That's out of bounds. Point to the Panthers. They now lead 12-9. No shortage of athleticism here tonight. And that sails long. Point to Eau Claire Memorial. Kling coming in. Kaylee Gunderson serves it over. Kornowski sets up. And Kling. Kornowski to Mayer. Back to Kruger. And Kling throws it over. Kornowski to Maddie Harris. (13-10) Stevens Point. Kruger back to serve. It's been a fun third set. They're wiping off the floor. Thank you to all our game day sponsors. We couldn't bring games to you free night in and night out without their help. For 90 years, Valley Communities Credit Union has been part of your hometown team. Local, trusted, strong. Valley Communities Credit Union, where community comes first. Federally insured by NCUA. That was an ace by Nora Kruger. And another one. Jean couldn't get a hold of that one. 15-10 point. And that's hit long by Kling. Things starting to unravel a bit for the Old Abes. You're watching Volleyball on Selesky Sports, brought to you by
Auto Service Specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
We are back in Eau Claire, where the Panthers are on a run. They now lead 16-10. Timeout called by Coach Nichols to regroup. And that'll start things off as Kling gets out of the way on that wide serve. Point to the Old Abe's. Durkop back to serve. She has 3 aces on the evening. Kornowski blocked. Kobach's attempt was blocked by the Old Abe wall. Kornowski over to Harris. Dive by Kling. Ferguson hits over. Kornowski over to Torhorst. Schrader sets up Kling, who's blocked by Kobach. Torhorst tips it over. And Kling sends it over. Kornowski to Harris. That's wide. And a few in a row now for the Old Abes. They look to eat away into the point lead. Durkop sends it to the corner. Mayer over to Torhorst. Point to the Panthers. Awe checking in. Lena Mayer back to serve for Stevens Point. And a big kill. Finds the back of the court for the point. 17-14 now. Gerber and Stopey in for Eau Claire Memorial. Awe, and Jean can't get to it. Now 18-14, Stevens Point. Addie Pesky will serve for the Panthers. Stopey sets up Kling. And 3 hits is the call. Point to Eau Claire Memorial. Redwine will serve for the Old Abes. Kornowski over to Torhorst. And that was muffed. It's now 18-16, Stevens Point. Mayer over to Torhorst. Stopey. And that was Gunderson. Looked like she was going to slam one home, and then she decided to tip it over, and it finds the court. Redwine serving. Kruger with the big hit. Gunderson, and that gets through the arms of Awe. Gunderson back to back. It's now 18-18. Pesky to Kornowski to Torhorst. And that's a point to the Panthers. They regain the lead. Carly Torhorst back to serve. Gunderson to Stopey. And a big kill from Sophie Topper. timeout called. We'll take one as well. This one's brought to you by Hoff Favor Realty.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
We're back here at Eau Claire Memorial. Really fun back and forth third set here. We're tied at 1. Eau Claire Memorial was down 16-10, I think, here in the third. And they tied it up at 16, and it's been back and forth ever since. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, and doors. Ridgetop Exteriors has a winning strategy. Protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. That one was hit long, and the point belongs to the Old Abes. They now lead 20-19. Sophie Topper serving once again. She sends it over, and Mayer sends it into the net. 21-19 now. Topper picks up her second ace of the evening. Kornowski to Awe. Topper to Gerber. Kruger tips it over. Awe. Long volley here. A block at the net, and that's saved by Gunderson. Kornowski sets it up back. Redwine, Stopey, Graham. And the point goes to the Old Abes. Everyone will need a breather after that volley. I do see some players actually taking some gasps of air. Kornowski sets it up to Kruger. And they reward the point to the Old Abes. Coming out of that timeout, they're now 23-19. Another one called by Mackenzie Kyle. We'll be right back on Zaleski Sports.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust in Stevens Point, Plover, and in Weston. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Stevens Point Orthopedics is proud to provide complimentary sports physicals to Central Wisconsin athletes. Call 715-344-0701 to schedule your appointment. That's 715-344-0701. Memorial leading 23-19 there, 2 points away from taking this third set. It's been a back and forth. Kruger blocked by Graham. 24-19 now. Sophie Topper serving once again. And that's an ace for Topper. Set 3 goes to the Old Abes. We'll be right back on Zaleski Sports. It's brought to you by Hoff Favor Realty.
ready for your season with Play It Again Sports of Eau Claire. Play It Again Sports is just down the road, south of the 5393 intersection in Eau Claire. Just tell them you saw this commercial on Zaleski Sports and get $5 off any $50 order and $10 when you spend $100. Play It Again Sports. Buy, sell, trade, and be ready for your season.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfeind Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Ski's Meat Market is your locally owned premier meat market filled with so many delicious favorites featuring hundreds of varieties of bratwurst, chicken, pork, steak, and so much more. No matter what you're looking for, everything you'll find at Ski's Meat Market is always fresh with so many local gems including pizzas, salsas, deli meats, and a variety of homemade dips, pasta salads, veggies, loaded baked potatoes, and drinks. Ski's is a one-stop shop for all your culinary needs. They're always adding new flavors and specialty products. Ski's Meat Market on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Their quality is worth the stop.
Hi, and welcome to Balanced Health by Dana. My name is Dana Besson, nurse practitioner for over 18 years, and I am here to help you achieve optimal health. Do you struggle with anxiety, unexplained weight gain, brain fog, joint aches or pains? I specialize in bioidentical hormone replacement therapy to help restore balance and achieve your overall well-being. Call or text me today. I offer free consultations. I offer in-person visits as well as virtual visits from wherever you are. Take the first step to feeling your best and call me today.
Welcome back to the fourth set here at at Eau Claire Memorial. SPASH took the first one 25-9. Eau Claire Memorial won 25-18 in the second set, and then won 25-19 in the third set, where they hold this 2-1 lead. Again, SPASH 14-3 on the year, Eau Claire Memorial 8-9, and they have met already when SPASH won 2-0 in tournament play. A win here would be a good notch on the resume for Eau Claire Memorial. SPASH certainly a very good team this year. 14-3 on the season. Still, the season is young. Only one conference game so far for each team has been played. We're underway here in the fourth set. Kruger. That's a point for the Panthers. Again, they were so dominant in set one. They hope to get even here in the fourth. Big slam from Gunderson. And that's dropped in by Cora Graham. Tied up at 1 early in the fourth. Gunderson sends it over for Memorial. Maddie Harris. Schroeder to Kling. That's saved by Mayer. Kling with the big kill. That was her 10th on the evening. And pinballed around between the Panthers. That's the third ace of the night for Kaylee Gunderson. Gunderson serving. Zips over. Kornowski. Kobach sends it over for the Panthers. Schroeder sets up Gunderson. That was a bullet saved by Kornowski. Kruger. And saved by Graham. Kornowski sets up Kobach. And that was sent long. Old Abe's up 4-1. Kaylee Gunderson to serve. Kornowski to Harris. Saved by Durkop. Kling with the big hit. And another point to Eau Claire Memorial. Find a great variety of breakfast options at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, Friday fish fry, and service with a smile. Open daily for breakfast and lunch, only on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. No matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks. Fleet Farm is everything you need, all at the lowest prices. And that's an ace from Nora Kruger. Now 5-3. Old Abe's with the lead. Kruger. A missile of a serve. Kling sends it over. Saved by Ferguson. Kling sent it long. Schroeder to Kling, blocked by Kobach. And Kling sends it back. 6-4, Old Abe's. Durkop back to serve for Memorial, the libero. And that just finds its way over. Kornowski to Torhorst. Schroeder to Kling. And then nearly went in the hoop. That's another point for Eau Claire Memorial. Torhorst blocked. And that's Ferguson with the block. Old Abe's now up 8-4. Stevens Point with quite the trip. 2 hours on the bus from the Panthers. That's tough on a Tuesday. Schroeder over to Ferguson, saved by Kornowski. And a block by Kling. And thrown over by Nora Kruger. Schroeder to Topper, saved by Kornowski. Harris sends it long, but Schroeder saves it. Durkop to Schroeder to Kling. And a big kill from Nora Kling. Her 14th of the evening. 9-4 advantage, Old Abe's. Kruger to Kornowski to Torhorst. And the kill from Ferguson. Timeout called by Coach Kyle. We'll be right back on Zaleski Sports.
On our flooring and furniture, we sell products that look good and products that last.
You want a great selection at a great price and a company that stands behind their products? You will find Wolfcraft, Ashley, Marshfield Furniture, and more.
Looking to get the best sleep of your life? We have a mattress for you. Get a 15-year non-paraded hybrid mattress for only 25 cents a night, and we also carry adjustable beds. When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses, it's easy. Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
Here at the Eagles Nest, the Old Abes are ahead 10-4 in the fourth set, and they lead 2-1. They hope to put away Stevens Point, but don't count out the Panthers. They're a very good volleyball team. Just look at their record, 14-3. They've beaten Memorial this year. They've beaten Chippewa Falls this year, who beat Memorial. Durkop back to serve. Kornowski to Torhorst. Blocked by Ferguson. Torhorst blocked by Topper. And point to the Old Abes. Durkop with the serve. Mayer to Kornowski to Torhorst. Zhang in the back of the court as Ferguson sends it over. Kornowski to Torhorst, flipped over and hit out of bounds. Point to the Panthers, a much needed one. It had gone 7 straight to Memorial. Back to serve is Lena Mayer. She has 40 aces on the year. Kling. Point to Memorial. Today's game is brought to you by Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Premier Auto Body, Dahl Automotive, Stevens Point Brewery, Lee Ayers Jewelers, Point Heating and Cooling, and Portezzi Pizza. Quite the dive there from Stopey. Kornowski. That's Torhorst with the hit. Kruger saved by Mayer. And that's a point to the Old Abes. And in for the Panthers is Placeway. Awe tips it over. Durkop with the save. And another point for the Old Abes. Big hit. Kornowski. And that's Placeway with the kill. Making an impact right away. But in comes Addie Pesky to serve. Pesky with a missile. Kling with another. 17 kills on the night for Kling. And Redwine back to serve for the Panthers. Toro Horse tips it over. Stopey to Gerber and blocked by Awe. 15-7 now. Toro Horse serving for SPASH. Redwine to Stopey. Topper with the hit. And Gerber needs to send it over, and that's into the net. And SPASH will not go away quietly. They will fight to the end here. Despite the big lead the Old Abes have, they want to eat into that and hopefully extend to a 5th set. Toro Horse sends it over. And blocked. Back to serve is Sophie Topper for the Old Abes. Mayer to Kornowski to Awe. And saved by Redwine. That's a point to point. I'm surprised I haven't said that one tonight. Wojtasek serving for SPASH. Stopey to Gerber. That's sent long. It's now 16-10. A diving attempt. Nice job by Gunderson. And that finds the corner. SPASH going on a bit of a run right now. They now trail 11-16. Wojtasek still serving for the Panthers. Big slam from Gunderson. Stopey to Gunderson. That's a point for the Old Abes. Schroeder and Ferguson in for the Old Abes. Mayer and Awe in for Stevens Point. Sorry, Awe was coming out. Just Mayer in. Schroeder serving. Kornowski to Kruger. That's a bit long. 17-11. Old Abes ahead. Kruger. Nice dive by Durkop. And that finds the floor. Eau Claire Memorial can start to feel it. They lead 19-11. Schroeder serving. Kornowski throws it over. Kornowski to Kruger. And point to Stevens Point. Kornowski back to serve for the Panthers. And an ace for Kornowski. That was her first ace of the evening. Durkop, Redwine has to get over. She does. Kornowski sets up Kruger. Schroeder. And a big slam there from Placeway. So they converge at the net. Schroeder has to get it over. Kornowski to Mayer to Placeway, and a little bit long. 20-13. Timeout called by Stevens Point. We'll take one as well. We'll be back in just a bit.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love Home Furniture. West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, 20-13, Eau Claire Memorial in the lead. And Kruger with the kill. Kruger back to serve. And an ace for Nora Kruger. 7 aces on the night. She's had an impressive night. 7 aces, 9 kills. Schroeder to Ferguson. Torhorst blocked by Ferguson. And Kling slams it home. Torhorst tips it over. Kling. Kornowski over to Kruger. Jong to Schroeder to Kling. And into the net. Ferguson's attempt. Now 21-16. Back to serve is Lena Mayer. And Kling with the big spike past the point wall. Ellis Stopey back to serve. And blocked by Kling. The duo of Kling and Topper. 23-16. Old Abe's. Kruger to Kornowski to Torhorst. And point to the Panthers. Now 23-17. Back to serve is Addie Pesky. Line drive to the far corner. Ace for Pesky. Stopey to Kling. And that's hit out of bounds. Eau Claire Memorial now just 1 point away from taking this one. Redwine back to serve. Redwine serves it. Mayer to Kornowski to Torhorst. Flipped over. Durkop. And that finds the corner on the Kaylee Gunderson hit. The Old Abes win the fourth set 25-18 and defeat Stevens Point 3-1 this evening. We'll be right back with the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. We'll have an interview with Coach Nichols and the player of the game. Coming up is the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or at NasonvilleDairy.com. We'll have a quick word for them. We'll be right back on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports. Eau Claire Memorial defeated Stevens Point 3-1. Big non-conference win for you, Coach. Tell me a bit about how it went today. You were a bit flat in the first set. It was all Stevens Point. Then you came back and won 3 in a row.
Yeah, we have a lot of young players or green players on our varsity team. We have 4 girls that have played varsity before, so we're kind of working through some of the mental aspects of the game, and that's what you saw in the first set, is just coming out a little bit too nervous, and then after that first set, we collected ourselves and were able to play our game.
And a great energy from your team today, and you fell to Stevens Point early in the year. They're a really good team, and just tell me a bit about how this is a step forward for you guys heading into conference season.
Yeah, it definitely gives us a little bit more confidence, especially we just played them at the DC Everest tournament 2 weeks ago and lost to them in 2. They're an incredible team. Their libero is unreal, but today was a day about redemption and seeing what we could do and the growth that we've made in the past few weeks.
And talk to me a little bit about Nora to your left here.
Nora. She is, we tell her that she bullies the ball. If there's a block there, it doesn't matter. She's going to hit the ball right through the block. She's so strong. She's a reliable hitter. She's a go-to for both of our setters. and she sees the floor really well and is extremely coachable, which just makes for an incredible athlete.
Congratulations, Coach. We'll talk to Nora now, our Highlight House player of the game. Tell me a bit about the energy you guys had today and how it felt to be out there getting the big win.
It felt amazing. Our energy was through the roof, and it was the most energy we've had this season, and it felt amazing. Everybody was so energetic. Everybody was cheering for everyone. It was just great.
And what kind of confidence does that give you heading into this big stretch of conference play?
It gives us a lot of confidence. If we can keep this energy up and how we're playing up, like, we're unstoppable.
And next. Sorry, North Kling and I'm in the house.
Okay.
I'll count you.
I'm Nora Kling, and I'm in the Highlight House.
Thank you. Congratulations. That was Nora Kling and Coach Nichols taking the victory tonight, 3-1 against Stevens Point. Thank you for watching the Nacerville Dairy postgame show. I've been Dan Lau, bringing you the game today along with Dominic. And we'll have SPASH playing Wausau West on our channel on Thursday, as well as River Falls, I believe, comes here to Eau Claire Memorial. Thank you for watching and have a good evening.